Hey guys, I am back and today we are going to be doing a get ready with me, get all caught up, and just chat and play with some makeup. So to start out, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of primer. I just showered, so my skin is feeling a little bit dry. I actually, fun fact, already filmed this video. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with the software that I use to edit my videos. And it was really washing out the footage. It was taking forever to upload the video from my files into the software. Then it was taking literally multiple tries and like 2 hours to upload the one video that I did manage to get up on like as a video onto YouTube. And I was just so frustrated. I don't even really like I'm not gonna try and recreate that video because I filmed it like over a week ago and I feel like I couldn't even do it if I tried. So we're just going to go in, catch up on everything that's happened since I last actually posted a get ready with me, and just relax. So hopefully, I think I have a plan for how to avoid these issues for this upload. And yeah, I'm just trying my best over here. For foundation, I took a mixture of my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer that is many shades too light, and then my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow, just because it's a better shade match for me, and the concealer takes down some of the glitteriness that I did not like in this foundation. I know my uploads have been super spotty in November. I got sick and then I was out of town constantly, like back to back to back. I'm still kind of in that place where I feel like I'm constantly out of town. But it's starting to wind down a little bit, which is nice. Then and then I filmed for the week of Thanksgiving and then couldn't get those videos edited in a reasonable manner. And then when I did get them edited, they were super washed out. So I only ended up uploading the one, which was like the products. It was just me kind of talking, and it wasn't me demonstrating or applying makeup. So like my makeup looks kind of bad, but it wasn't like my makeup looking good wasn't like the point of the video. So I put that one up, or that one should have gone up already. And then yeah, I'm just a little bit overwhelmed with the plans that I had made for uploading in December, because if I can't get my uploading software working, then this ain't happening. Like, this is just, it's been a lot. So regardless, let's just go in with a little bit of blush. By a little bit, I mean a lot. So all of that behind me, I'm going to be home for a little bit, like I'm going to be home for most of this week. Then I'm no longer sick and I'm no longer feeling super congested in the after effects of being sick, which is lovely. And overall, things are going pretty well around here. This is a lot of blush. I am very excited for what I've been planning for the project for this upcoming year. I start to think about what project pans and series I want to do, usually starting in like August, just because I feel like in August I'm more like settled in the project pans that I'm doing, and then I'm also sometimes like kind of tired of the things that I'm panning, so I'm thinking ahead to what I would like to pan next year. And so it's a good time to start thinking about things. It also, I usually can tell what series people are really enjoying and which ones they are not enjoying as much or people just aren't clicking on. This summer I kind of revamped my homepage and I guess, way I do my thumbnails and the like banner and stuff, my logo, things like that. So that was really fun. That was kind of time consuming, but definitely, I don't know, worth it in my opinion. I did this makeup that I'm gonna do for like a night out. It was this like food truck event, and I think it turned out so pretty. So I'm very excited to recreate it. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Amber Times 9 palette in the shade Cozy Gray, just to really lightly fill in my brows. It's funny what colors you think will be a really good or really like natural looking shade for your brows versus what shades actually are. This color is like basically gray, and like you can barely see it even, but it just kind of like adds a little bit of shadow between the hairs and makes them look full. Whereas often I think a shade like Editor from my Pan That palette is going to be a perfect shade, and then my brows end up looking kind of weird, and I can't figure out why. This is the kind of shade that I think will make a good brow color. And as you can see, compared to this, it looks almost warm. It's really dark. And yeah, I just struggle. I've tried using it in my brows, and like I can if I'm trying to do really minimal makeup or like I'm trying to bring as few things as possible on a trip, but realistically, it's not like nice to use it in my brows. I've also been thinking in 2024, oh my lord. I've also been thinking in 2024 that I want to start doing a little bit more over on Instagram and do more content over there. It's a lot to juggle sometimes with like both platforms, especially because reels that I film in YouTube, I don't know how to download them and then upload them to Instagram. This is a lot of bronzer. So that's been my main drawback so far. But it's not hard to pull content from Instagram and put it on YouTube. It's just those usually have a 30-second limit, whereas YouTube you can make up to a minute videos. So there's like pros and cons to each platform. It's also hard with some of the copywriting to get to use a song. Not all the songs on YouTube or on Instagram, or sounds, I guess, and vice versa. But, you know, again, these are little things that I definitely could troubleshoot. I'm just gonna go in with a big fluffy brush and the shade Angles in my Smashbox Cover Shop matte palette, and I'm just kind of starting by tapping it where I want it, and then I'll go back in and really blend out those edges. But I'm just taking the littlest bit. That is kind of the channel, and then outside of that, I have been doing National Novel Writing Month, which is called NaNoWriMo, and a National Novel Writing Month. WRIMO, for short, by the company that does it. I didn't make that up. And it has been a lot of fun. I have not done much writing since like high school, to be honest, or even really like middle school. So it has been really fun to dedicate a good chunk of free time to this project. I've also, I'm thinking about making this like maybe a goal or my guiding principle for 2024. I tend to pick like quotes that I try to like guide, that I try to let guide my goal setting process. And I'm thinking about centering next year around doing things that I'm not naturally good at, because I feel like looking back, there's definitely activities and sports, most sports and things like that I didn't pursue, that maybe I would have sucked at, but maybe I would have been good at if I had just tried, like put in time and effort. And when I was really little, I was much more of like a natural perfectionist, and I didn't like things that I wasn't good at. And it wasn't really until I got into like 7th or 8th grade that I realized that I could become better at things that I wasn't very good at. And then in high school, I started actually trying some of those things. I'm gonna go in with the shade Joyous from my Tarte 2017 holiday. It is literally just a bronze. Whatever bronze floats your boat, that's the bronze to use. And I'm just gonna tap this all over my lid. So yeah, so then doing things like, I'm not like a terrible writer. I've definitely like done it as a hobby before, but writing a whole book is hard. It's much harder than I think most people assume it's going to be when they start out. And I don't think my book is great. I think it's okay. If you have low standards for cheesy romance novels, and you liked People We Meet on Vacation, and you want like a cheap, less well-written version of that, then my book is for you. I'm not even done with it. I'm already like talking shit. So, like it's the first real adult novel. I wrote a book through my English class when I was in 7th grade. And you know what? Going back and reading that also wasn't great. I'm going to take Supernova from my NARS Ignited palette. If you're curious about why I'm using these two specific shades, my Pan That Palette series will be linked down below. And I'm just putting this on like my inner corner, just to kind of brighten and warm up that bronze shade. And a little bit on the lower inner corner too. Sorry, I know I have the habit of like getting really up close. It's partially because it's like habit, and I don't normally try and show people what I'm doing when I do my makeup on a daily basis. And it's partially because I actually have really bad eyesight. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I wear glasses. I just don't wear glasses when I film, mostly because there's a lot of glare from the lights, and then sometimes it'll reflect and show you everything that I have sitting out in front of me, and my desk is not always clean. So that's primarily why I don't wear glasses when I film, even if it's a video where I've already done my makeup, or even if I've already put on glasses for the day. But you know, it's just it's a sacrifice we have to make. Not everyone is meant to be able to see at all times. I'm gonna go put on a little bit of eyeliner and some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, here's the look with some mascara and eyeliner. Frankly, I am not loving this mascara. It's from Ulta Beauty. It's the Maximum Lashes Defining and Lengthening Mascara. I find that it just kind of like doesn't do the most. I want my lashes to be like fanned out, and it doesn't do that. It kind of just like clumps them together, but then it doesn't add volume. It just kind of weighs my lashes down. I don't know. I struggle. I also feel like I'm going to stab myself in the eye every time I do this. So, yeah, it's got a very spiky wand, as you can see there. So yeah, it's if you do stab yourself in the eye, it hurts. So that's your warning. Let's go in with my good old trusty Hourglass ambient lighting palette, unlocked. You know, just something I've been using almost every time I do my makeup for the past 2 years. No biggie. Oh, but it's so beautiful. And then the highlighter shade. So yeah, so my reading has taken a little bit of a hit because of National Novel Writing Month, just because the free time that I could be reading, I am diverting towards writing, but I think that both of those are kind of filling a similar brain stimulation. It's a form of leisure activity that I enjoy. That's also not just like mindless consumption of content. Like, I do read books that are kind of mindless sometimes, or even books where I'm like, I hate how dumb this character is. But I try to fill it in every once in a while with a book that's like probably better for me. This is NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade District. It's very pretty. I think I might have worn a lip liner with this, but honestly, I just don't have the shits to give. And that is the whole look. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed getting all caught up. This is what I did for a really fun food truck night extravaganza, and I thought the makeup looked really pretty, so I was happy to recreate it here. And other than that, I hope you were having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.